Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of RV Business Capital Talk, sponsored by Eric Sell. I'm Rick Kessler. With me, as always, Sherman Goldenberg. And joining the two of us today is Jon Ferrando. Jon, of course, the founder, president, and CEO of Blue Compass RV. Jon, hey, thanks for your time.
Hey, good afternoon, Rick and Sherm. Honored to be back on Capital Talk.
Honored to have you.
Well, Jon,
Rick,
let's go ahead, Sherm.
No, I think we start out asking him the lay of the land for Blue Compass. A dealership renamed, geez, how long ago at this point?
Last year to Blue Compass, we rolled out the Blue Compass brand in 2023.
From RV retailer.
From RV retailer.
And how is life at Blue Compass today?
Life is fantastic. Rick was just sharing that it's 90 plus degrees up in the Midwest. In fact, I was up in Michigan this week. It's warm, and the RV market is also heating up here. So Blue Compass is on a great way in 2024. We have a tremendous amount of momentum. We got our brand rolled out. We got our inventory lined out beautifully with premium product providers, our OEM partners. Those partnerships are exceptional. We're actually increasing our inventory levels. Our sales have been up every single month. May was really strong, up substantially from April, and June is coming in even stronger than May. So Blue Compass is on a great way. We have great products on the lot. We're executing on the sales side. Our branding is starting to pay off, and we're on a really good way.
Your store count is at this point what?
We're at 103 stores in 33 states.
Okay,
Jon, that's incredible that you're reporting the month over month sales increases. I quite frankly can't say that we're hearing that from other outlets.
Yeah, no, I hear you. And also, if I look at the industry, if I look at retail sales year to date through April, they're down 13,000, I think, 102,000 RVs sold in the U.S., new RVs at retail versus 115,000 last year. Last year was the worst year in 10 years for U.S. retail sales. So 347,000 sales. The lowest year in 10 had been 2015 at 329,000. I think everyone was optimistic towards the end of last year, coming into this year, that the Fed might lower rates and we get onto a better trajectory. That's not happening. So if I look across the industry landscape, I think 2024 will be the bottom. It'll be below 23, could be around that 329,000 in 2015. But the good news is that the demographics are great. The industry's in an excellent position, and better days and years are ahead for sure.
we had almost made a game of watching the acquisition pace of your company because it was so rapid, it was so aggressive. And over the last, I'm going to say, year, it hasn't been the same in terms of rate of acquisition. How do we read this?
Yeah, I think you read it. We grew phenomenally the first few years. We're stepping up on our 6th anniversary, by the way, on June 29th, when we acquired Motorhome Specialist. So that'll be a special day for us to celebrate 6 years in business, partnering with Motorhome Specialist and Donnie O'Banion. Motorhome Specialist, I'm really proud of the team there. They've been #1 in the U.S. and the world for motorhome sales now 11 years in a row.
Wow.
They're on a very good way this year. Last year, we were focused on fixing the inventory, battling through a tougher RV market, and then rolling out the brand, elevating the customer experience, and setting ourselves up for success in 24. So we weren't in major acquisition mode. This year, we bought Airstream of San Diego. We've got some other potential deals in the works. So you'll see us start to continue to grow certainly more this year. And then over the long term and into the future, we will continue to grow the company.
Very good.
Yeah, listening to you, it's a, a pretty upbeat report. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
go
is
ahead.
yeah. We're on a good way. I'll give you a couple other points on the demographics. So
Okay.
one, when I look at our service business and our customer pay business, we have our internal business, which is prep for RVs that we sell, which is affected by the sales cycle. You also have warranty, which is also tied into the sales cycle. And then you have customer pay business, which for me correlates to how much people are using their RVs. And we're hitting right near record levels of customer pay service. So consumers are, especially consumers that have bought from us the last few years, they're definitely using and servicing their RVs. And then the other point is we have a call center. We acquired CoachNet over a year ago, and we have a call center for RVers needing roadside and technical assistance. And if I look at the data there, the usage, the RV usage, we have really good consumer insights. You kind of got to work through the data, but it looks to me like we're comparable to last year right now in terms of how much RVers are enjoying the outdoors, using their RVs and running into the type of issues that they call in for. And also when I look back to the surge in 2021, 22, sales are off 40%. The record in 21, but our usage, a lot of our data shows usage down 5 to 10%. So clearly at the same level, people are enjoying the outdoors. And to me, that bodes really, really well once the consumer sentiment turns around, interest rates drop, and all of those RVers are ready to step into a bigger purchase.
Jon, I'm curious on those retail sales that you're experiencing. What's the breakdown, new versus used, for you?
Yeah, it's 2 to 1. So more new than used. The used market is very good. Consumers are looking for affordability. On the new side, manufacturers that can create a quality product and hit the right price point. We see that as a very good formula. And then certainly entry-level travel trailers are turning, very quickly right now. We also see high-end buyers on the luxury side. In fifth wheels, motorized, those buyers are still there. So really focusing on entry level, hitting price points, those products are turning. And if you look at the whole dealer network with interest rates where they are today, the whole industry needs to shift the mindset to higher turning products, not just stocking tons of stuff on the lot. That can be very dangerous if you have slow turning aged inventory sitting on the lot. When we look at some competitive dealers out there with aged inventory, too much on the lot, they're in trouble. We took care of that last year. So we've literally got new RVs hitting the lot, hitting it in May, hitting it in June, and then we are quickly turning those and selling them.
Are those buyers who are buying new, are they trading in, or are they new to the market?
Both. So our trade-in rate, capture rate is certainly higher than COVID when you had the surge of new buyers coming in. We're seeing trade-in rates back to where they were pre-COVID. And then there's also, a strong percentage of new buyers coming into the market.
Okay.
And if I look at the next 10 years, you have 10,000 baby boomers a day retiring. You have a younger, more diverse set of buyers coming into RV. And I see that as a tremendous tailwind for the next few years.
And the presumption is those younger buyers are going to make babies, and they're going to need a bunkhouse to put those babies in. And as those babies grow, they're going to need even bigger units. So it's a good formula.
Absolutely. And the earlier they come into our industry, if we take care of them, get them into the right unit, give them the peace of mind and support they need to enjoy their RV adventures. If we're there for them, we have a VIP priority service to get people in when they have that camping critical repair that's going to wreck their trip. figuring out how to make it happen and get them back on the road. We're working really hard at that. We have 100 locations to do that from. If we can do that, those buyers will stay in and buy 7 to 10 RVs over their lifetime, and we'll all be better served for that.
Yeah, from your lips to God's ears. Sherm?
Yeah, you mentioned some new programs. Could you give us a bit more of a tease on that? What can you tell us about what to expect from Blue Compass over the next 6 months that might be different than the one we knew before this crazy economy?
Yeah, no, we're executing relentlessly at the store level on sales, working with our OEM partners. We've got our inventory lined out. We're in the middle of summer selling season and service, so we're intensely focused on executing at the sales level, providing an exceptional experience. We're focused on a better delivery experience, which a lot of our OEM partners appreciate. It's called the Blue Carpet Delivery Experience, elevating that part of the RV experience that is often overlooked. So we're just relentlessly focused on great sales experience, making sure we're providing service for our customers that need it, when they need it, to be able to get on the road, stay on the road, and then providing a great delivery experience.
To what extent is Blue Compass into the single brand trend right now?
We have 4 years in a row, we've had the largest Airstream dealership in the world. So I would say we were the first to really execute that at a standard of excellence. We've expanded that out, and we're in discussions to do more. We built a brand new state-of-the-art Airstream store in Austin, Texas. That is just a beautiful facility. It's a great market. It's performing at a high level. That's been the number one standalone the number one Airstream travel trailer seller for 5 years in the central region of Airstream. And then we just built an exclusive Airstream store in San Diego that is doing exceptionally well right out of the gate. So we're very excited about that concept. Works really well with Airstream. We were the originators of it. And then we're looking at other brands where we can do it, including Jayco. We've got a Grand Design store. So there are some other brands where we're able to give that exclusive experience. And we're in talks with a couple other OEMs about it as well.
John, one of the, you've been very good about telling us about all of these programs, but one of the things that Blue Compass is known for is you're not resting on your laurels. You're partnering with RVTI on, I can't remember what you called it, but it was the Blue Compass version of RVTI, using their curriculum to train your people. The fact is, Blue Compass, you take a lot, you make a lot of investment in resources to keep your folks certified and trained. So there's continuous improvement internally as well.
Yeah, we're incredibly focused on investing in our people and our leaders and our teams, and also providing more training than anyone out there. You mentioned RVTI. We have a great partnership with RVTI. I'm on the board of RVTI several years ago when I got into this and focused on the service part of the business, which is a huge need in our industry, and that's the same today. It will be for the next 10 years. I actually think RV service is one of the best businesses in America for the next decade. It's not easy. We want to attack it. And one of the biggest issues is having trained and certified techs. So we partnered with RVTI. We use their training programs and materials and certifications. We have a large number of RVTI certified techs. I think it could be the most out there. We're very proud of that, and we continue to invest in the tech training at a very high level.
And then you mentioned it early on, but you were just in Michigan last week. Tell us about that, because you already told us about it before we hit the record button, but I think that's important to pass along.
Yeah, we invest in training for not only every position within our stores, whether it's service advisors, a ton of sales training, Certainly the tech training that we just covered. We have parts training, service advisors, and we also have leadership training for our store leaders, our store general managers, and also for our top leaders in the company. And this year, we have our second University of Michigan Leadership Development Program for 20 of our next level top leaders. We kicked it off in April. We were just up there this week in Ann Arbor in a second round. The content, the curriculum is exceptional. Our leadership team is focused, driven for high standards of excellence and supporting their teams. And this is a big investment in them, and also a big investment by them to really set the example that we're not just providing training and having our store level people work hard to get better. Even our top leaders are focused on, hey, how do we get better? And we're supporting them through the program.
You know, as you're talking, I was looking on the cabinet behind your shoulder there, you're over your shoulder. It's kind of an ugly helmet, but I get it. It's your alma mater.
So the most iconic helmet in college football. You can't miss it. And it's a great time to be showing the helmet coming off the national championship there.
Well, you know, we should let you go, man. And I'm reminded, because it's been a little bit too long since we did interview you for Capital Talk, that you're not only an excellent talker, but maybe we'd rather see you in the presidential debate than either of the guys that are in there now.
I appreciate that. I'll take a pass. I'm excited about the industry and Blue Compass RV, and the future is bright. We're on a great way as a company, and the industry is on a great way. It's been a tough couple years for everyone in the industry, but it's strong growth ahead, which is exciting.
Very good. John, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick. Thanks, Sherm.